Brian Vickers is the quickest, and he's followed by the Dodges of Casey Kane and Bobby Labonte. Trouble on the racetrack. Trouble.
That's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Big trouble involved, I think, with David Gilliland.
And guys, this is what we've been talking about. This practice right here. You did not want to wind up being victimized, trying to learn something with this race car, but you just, again, this is the worst of the worst.
So 9 minutes, 15 seconds into what was just supposed to be a 45-minute practice. Trouble, big trouble for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And you can see immediately they're going to start unloading that backup car. They know there's no sense in even evaluating the damage on either one of these cars, really. Both these guys will get their backup car.
Let's take a look at what happened.
It just explodes.
The right rear tire did. I mean, right in the middle of the corner, and there was nowhere for David Gilliland to go.
Larry, when that tire exploded, it blew the whole back of the car off.
Another look. Wow.
There went the rear wing and everything. I mean, the whole back of the car just exploded. No place for David Gilliland to go. Casey Kane, several other cars spinning to the bottom right there. I mean, there's a lot of cars torn up, and nobody's fault, especially Dale Jr.'s. He's just along for the ride, and all of a sudden the right rear explodes.
Now, he had only run 5 laps, and even if it's the same set of tires from the first practice, he only ran 8 laps in that first practice. We're riding with Tony Stewart. You'll see the explosion right there. And, boy, Tony just got through. In fact, they're probably going to have a little bit of splitter damage where he had to drive down off the apron through the grass.
I'd say it also damaged, I think Jeff mentioned, on the 9 car.
Yeah, Casey Kane got a piece, I think, and maybe Tony's right here in the back of him.
Yep.
He hit him and knocked him up in there. But Tony's got some minor damage to his car.
See Hamlin to the bottom, Bobby Labonte to the bottom.
Larry, I have seen a lot of tires explode in my lifetime. That has to be one of the most unbelievable situations I've ever seen.
I mean, blew the back of the car off.
All the way off.
Look at the damage on Casey Kane in the 9.
Also being told that David Rudiman suffered some damage to the 44, his Toyota.
And guys, this is the kind of damage, they might be able to fix that race car for someplace else besides Talladega, but with that kind of damage, more than likely they'll have to go to a backup car also. There's the culprit. I mean, you can clearly see that the right rear has just, come a knot.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has gotten out of his race car, as has David Gilliland. They are okay, but the same cannot be said for their damaged race cars.
And I know Dale Earnhardt Jr., even with the 8 laps that he got to run in that first practice before he had the engine issues, was very, very happy with the way that car was driving and the way that car was running.
I must pose the question, do you boys have any idea, any speculation as to how a right rear would fail like that?
And not that many laps on it either.
Well, let's hang on here a second. We're saying fail. They could have maybe run over something and cut it and did that. We don't want to jump on somebody right quick, but you can clearly see, that tire, it exploded.
Comes apart, and we thought Casey Kane gets into the back of Tony Stewart. Stewart goes through the grass.
Boy, Scott Riggs in a 66 car just barely squeezed through there.
I'm still amazed that Tony didn't get more damage than what he did. He really was able to whack this car to the bottom of the racetrack and just barely got in the back of the 28. Got a little bit of damage from the 9 car when he hit him, but I believe they probably will be able to fix that 20 car.
Yeah, I think the one that's borderline would be that 9 car, Jeff, because there's no way you're going to get back out there with any of these race cars like the 9 or the 44 cars. So the determination factor will be, do we go a backup?
On board with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Well, we lost the camera, but we did not lose audio.
Wow. Guys, I can tell you right now, that scared me, and I'm sitting up here in the booth and knew what was getting ready to happen. I'm telling you.
Oh, got trouble up front.
Biffle right in front of Junior. Kevin is in it.
Oh, it turns
you're clear low when you get around them.
And Kevin, a lot of chasers involved in this one. 17.
When you get off there, if you can drive it.
This is definitely the big one we're looking for, guys. I was hoping we had not seen, or we had seen it, and we wouldn't see this, but these guys hung back all day, and that's what they get in then.
We don't have any brakes.
We told her, look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car, all torn up in the front. We mentioned Talladega could be the turning point in the chase.
This is definitely a turning point for these guys right here. All these chasers involved.
Carl Edwards all day long tried to stay out of trouble. You see Juan Pablo Montoya head of the garage area, 17 involved.
Your teammates there in the 99 took you guys out.
Biffel's car's destroyed. Interesting to see on the replay exactly what did happen.
Travis Quapple, the pole sitter, brand new car. Heavy damage on his car after having such a great run. Oh, 22, Dave Blaney. Harvick also damaged. He's sitting on pit road there, right side and left front damage.
You need another pen, Doc? I see you writing all these numbers down. Are you out of ink?
I'm running out of ink as writing people down in this incident here. Again, Biffle, Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kenseth. 29 of Harvick. There's Carl Edwards, who had spent all day trying to stay out of trouble, trying to dodge people on pit road, even pitting a lap late to stay away from contact.
Yeah, that's frustrating. To have a car as good as Travis Quapple had today to end like that.
Yeah, and he was almost by it, got clipped in the right rear, and that's what's so frustrating for him.
Let's show you again here. 14 laps to go, and the big one, 2, takes place.
You can see these guys coming on the high side. See Carl Edwards and Greg Biffle up on the high side, making a real run. You see Blaney gets turned a little bit there, but that was okay. That looked like that could be big. But the trouble's going to start right up here in the front whenever, looks like maybe the 99 gets into the back of the 16. Has all 3 Roush cars that it takes out right there. Dale Jr.
Look at Jimmy Johnson just squeezed by this. There's still some wrecking ahead of even of Jimmy Johnson yet.
We talk about bump drafting. It's hard to see from that angle we were right there, but bump drafting in the corners. You have to believe that Biffle got a shot right there. I don't think that the car would just turn sideways. Jimmy Johnson right there in the middle, just behind Kevin Harvick, who was involved in the accident, but Jimmy Johnson's going to slip through. See Jeff Burton down the apron. Let's watch right here.
Still 3, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
And right there, you cannot touch somebody right there on that left rear corner.
You just can't keep hitting them, especially in that corner. You got the wheels turned already, and you just have to lay off right at that point. As much as you want to help move forward.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s onboard camera. You see the contact right in front of him there, and he'll have nowhere to go.
One inside, stay in front of you. Come on, come on, come on. We're in it, guys. Keep digging there. You're clear low when you get around them.
Now that's a hard hit, too.
There you go. Come on, when you get off there, if you can drive it.
See, Junior chose to get up in that outside line. He saw them moving, but wasn't expecting that to happen. Wow, that 48 car was just amazing getting through there, too.
This is Kevin Harvick now. See, he kind of gets by this
Go low,
first
go low,
car
go low. Come on,
right
stand it,
here.
stand it. All right? Come on, stand it.
Then he got hit 2 or 3 different times.
These are the moves that can win a championship.
Crash in front of you. Go to the middle, go to the middle. Hell yeah, watch it, still crashing. Go down, go down, go down. Watch him, watch him.
See the 55 get hit from behind back there by Kevin Harvick. Michael looked like he was getting by it, but Jimmy Johnson, that was
And Reagan. David Reagan did a great job getting through there.
Yeah, that's a
he
great
drove
job
through all of that.
By those 2 drivers.
Dale, are you okay?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what happened from your perspective?
Well, I was running along there and the 16 turned sideways. 99 had him hooked off in the corner. And he went down and hit Matt, and they turned up in front of me. I wasn't nothing I could do. I was just sitting there trying to get to the front, man. I was getting ready to have to be ugly. You know, we pushing people out of the way to get into the middle lane because the bottom wasn't the way to go. And just running along there trying to make something happen. And I'm, running the map pretty hard. I'm glad everybody's all right.
Dale, you were so strong all day. You've said how much you love racing here at Talladega. That is obvious to everybody. How aggressive did it get out there towards this wreck?
It's not that aggressive. That was just some simple errors made. It's pretty rough on the bumping. The guys need to learn how to bump, a couple of them. It's hit too hard, and it's just not doing anything. Doesn't accomplish anything, so really just aggravates you. But some of us know how to bum draft really good, and we do it real good, and we like to work with each other. Me and Juan were having an awesome time out there working together, and I had to dump Jimmy on the back straightaway, and he got real mad at me, but I didn't want to go in the top groove. The middle was the way to be, and I was going to try to get to work with him a little bit more and pay him back for that because I did him wrong. But it was a lot of fun. My car was really good. I'm sorry for my team having tearing up race cars. We ain't going to spend this much time, put this many man hours in the next plate race because ain't no telling what's going to happen anyways. We got good stuff. It don't matter what we bring to the racetrack. But it was a little nerve-wracking with the tires blowing. I was nervous about having my tire blow for no reason. I already had one blow already for no reason this weekend, and we had a lot more blowing for no reason. We had a lot blowing in the ARCA race. The Hoosier tires ain't doing no better. It's some kind of combination to do with the surface, obviously, than the tire, but that made me nervous. But you got to run. And I was hoping we could pull off a win, man. We sure needed one.